If you are watching this video and you are under 10K a month, here is exactly how you are going to make $1 million by the end of 2026, right? And let's just assume you have some sort of business model figured out. I mean, for me, it's freelance brand scaling, right? If you guys are completely new to my channel, I started out in e-com. My name is literally JK Ecom. I have a clothing brand that's tatted on my arm. That was my first ever company that I made 6 figures with. Then I transitioned into the agency business model, SMMA, freelance brand scaling, whatever you want to call it. And now my agency does around $40,000 a month. So with that being said, I'm going to show you exactly how I got my mental right. I put myself in the position and how I was able to hit that $40,000 a month, right? Because in the beginning of 2025, January 2025, I wasn't making a lot of money. I was maybe making like 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month max. Now, combined with everything, I make like 50 grand a month, which is pretty amazing to say. Next year, by the end of 2026, I know for a fact I'm gonna be making 250K a month. End of 2027, I'm gonna be making $1 million a month. You know, a year is a long fucking time, guys. 365 days is a long time, bro. And you need to get that through your head. A month is a long time, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you can make so much progress in a month. Imagine what you could do in a month times 12. So much. And the number one thing I tell everyone, before you even start, you need to be good up here mentally. You need to make sure your brain is clear, and you need to make sure exactly what you want. If you want to get into online business or become successful, you really need to make sure that you actually want it. Because if you actually want it, you don't just like the idea, you don't just want to have a lot of money, you actually want to get rich for whatever it is, your family, whatever, you need to want it. Because if you don't want it as bad as other people, you're never gonna get it. And that's just the truth, right? So starting off with that. Second, you need to plan, right? It is extremely important that you plan your every move. So you need to write down goals. For me, I was writing down goals for 2026. My goals for 2026, I wanna have consistent $100,000 months and at least $250,000 a month, just one, right? That's my goal for 2026. And I wanna scale up my agency to 100 grand a month. That is my, I guess you could say, numbers goal. My materialistic goal, I want to get a Lamborghini. That is my materialistic goal. Now, those are the 2 goals that I want. I obviously want to give back to my family and do a bunch of stuff like that too. I'm not going to kind of get into like my personal goals on YouTube, if that's okay. But I do have a lot of personal goals with my family, my health, my growth, and everything like that. I just don't feel like sharing that on YouTube. But in order to get the Lamborghini and hit a $250,000 a month, you need to focus on the inputs. The Lamborghini, the 250K, 100K a month, those are outputs, and those are, I guess you could say, the results. The inputs is what you need to focus on. So I wrote down goals on exactly what I need to do to get there. You can ask ChatGPT to help you. That's exactly what I did. And for me, I need to post 10 to 15 videos every single month in order to get inbound leads. I need to post 3 videos a day on Instagram Reels. I need to have my whole team dialed and make sure my whole team is trained and ready to go. And I need to focus, on kind of the back end too. I need to make sure, my funnels are better. Like right now, I'm upgrading my entire funnel for my agency. I'm switching a whole new CRM, so that's what I'm working towards right now. And moral of the story is that you need to focus on the inputs rather than the outputs. If you focus on solely the outputs, and let's just take in the span of a day for an example. You wake up super early, you hit the gym, you do what you need to do, and you work all day. But you make $0 or $100, $200. That's completely fine. That is one step closer to that 100K month. Or let's just say it's the exact opposite. You wake up at 12, you lay down, you don't do shit, you look at your phone, oh, damn, he paid that retainer, let's go. 5K retainer, just like that. But you didn't do anything for the rest of the day. I would rather take the day, let's just say I make the same amount of money in a month. I would rather take the day where I wake up early, put in the actual work, and work towards my goals and work towards bettering myself and my agency more than the day where I just sit around and make 5 racks. Right? Because to be honest, there are some days like that. Like, I'm a human. Every single person watching this video is a human, right? Naturally, we're not gonna wake up every day and be 1,000% productive every day. It's realistic, bro. Let's be honest, right? But sometimes you're gonna have those days where you sit around and you don't do nothing. That's why you need to focus on the inputs every single day to set yourself up for those days where you can make 5K and do nothing, right? Because at the end of the day, that's the goal. Everyone wants to make money for freedom and to just be rich. Let's be real, okay? Right? So you are trying to strive for those goals and those days where you make 5K and do nothing, right? That's the ultimate goal at the end of the day. What I'm trying to get here is, one, you need to have the right mindset. You really need to want it. Two, you need to have goals written down and you need to have achievements to go ahead and strive towards. It's like a video game, bro. Life is literally a video game. And you're not gonna hit those goals without focusing on your inputs. Once I detached myself from money and use the law of assumption and law of attachment, the law of detachment is attaching yourself from the goal and attaching yourself from money and just knowing it's going to come, right? Same thing for the law of assumption. It's kind of the same thing. The law of assumption is you assume it's there, like it's already there. Like your life is a pre-planned movie. This is how I love to explain it for all the beginners. Your life is a pre-planned movie. And there's already a script from the time you're born to the day you die, right? Every single little thing is written out and you need to assume the best life for yourself. So with that being said, I wake up, I put in the work every single day. Oh, I made $0 today. That's okay because in a year, I'm gonna have that Lamborghini. And I keep working hard every single day. I know I'm eventually gonna hit that 50K, 100K, $1 million a month goal. I just know it's coming, like it's in my future. That is the law of assumption. And that's honestly what took me from 10K to 40K a month, is when I realized that and I detached myself from the results and the outputs and I strictly just focused on the inputs and what I needed to fucking do, right? So with that being said, mindset, goals, action, and honestly, to become a millionaire in 2026, it's all just knowing the right people, getting in the right environment and system. So next I want to talk about putting yourself in the right environment. Now this is extremely important. Let's just say you're in high school and you can't. You could still, I didn't. I started my business when I was 16 years old, summer, going into my junior year of high school. So I was technically still a sophomore at the time. But going into my junior year of high school, I started in, obviously I lived in a small town. It was a nice town, I wasn't from the hood or anything like that, but it was nice, bro. I was in New Jersey. It was beautiful in the summer, but the winters were brutal. Like it was cold. It was not colorful. It was depressing, right? And I needed to get a better environment. So honestly, when you're in the stages of making $0, you just have to thug it out. That's the truth, right? But once you start hitting 5K a month, 10K a month, you need to start traveling. Really, right when I hit my first 10K a month, I took a trip to Miami. That shit changed my life forever. I met my future roommate, or my old roommate, Aiden. You guys know Aiden. He changed my life forever, bro. And it's pretty crazy that what you could do once you put yourself out in the real world. I was a 17-year-old kid going out in the real world for a city for the first time. I lived by New York growing up, the city. I went alone a couple times. It wasn't really crazy because I would go and then go back home and sleep in my bed, right, at my parents' house. That was my first time. I think it was, almost 3 years ago almost, bro. Which is crazy. 17 years old, December. I'm 20 now, and it's December, so 3 years, bro. It's pretty insane. Or no, 2 years. It's 2 years. And bro, I don't know how to explain it, but just getting out of my environment changed my life. It helped me grow spiritually as a person. And I think putting yourself in the real world and giving yourself a better, warmer environment with better people will 10x your growth. And people is really important because this is the same thing in high school. If you surround yourself with bad people, you're obviously gonna get shitty results. You're gonna end up smoking weed, doing whatever. But if you surround yourself with, let's just say you're in school, athletes, you're gonna become an athlete. Math people, you're gonna, have good grades, whatever it is. Same thing for business. If you surround yourself with like-minded people who want to make money and who are doing better than you, you're gonna hit your goal eventually. Yesterday, I went out to Coat. If you guys know Miami, I went to Coat yesterday with my boy. Shout out Ahmed. Ahmed's one of my best friends, bro, for years, 2 years now. He invited me to a dinner with his two other boys who, one is doing 10 mil a month. And the other is doing 500K a month, some crazy shit. And it's real, bro. If you surround yourself with those types of people, you're gonna adapt the same mindset as them. And you're really gonna fast track your growth. It's really crazy how fast You adapt to people's like emotions, adapt to people's, I don't know how to say it, like movements, I guess, right? And you kind of become the person in that group if you really like it and if you really want to get there, right? It really is important to surround yourself with people and have a good environment. So the 3 ways to become successful and to hit a 10K, 100K, $1 million month, starting from absolutely zero fast, you need to write down goals, become the millionaire version of yourself, right? Think about 5 years into the future, what your millionaire self is doing. Is he waking up, beating his shit, fucking bitches? Probably not. Well, hey man, fucking bitches, nah. Are you just laying around all day, not doing any work? No, probably not, right? Your millionaire version of yourself is realistically waking up early every single day, going to the gym, sitting at a desk for 5-10 hours, automating his systems, working with his team, working on his business, and then he's eating healthy foods, and he's banging his hot wife, right? That's what the millionaire version of yourself is doing. The millionaire version of yourself is not waking up, being lazy, not going to the gym, eating pizza, drinking soda, right? No. The millionaire version of yourself is at such a higher level spiritually than you are right now watching this video. You need to become on the same level spiritually as that millionaire version of yourself. And once you do, that's when the results are just gonna fucking go like that, and you're gonna make so much more money, is when you're on the same wavelength and same like mindset. That I'm not even gonna say millionaire, I'm gonna say future version of yourself is in. Because like I said, the law of detachment, you need to already assume it's there. So with that being said, mindset, goals, taking action, environment. Those are the 4 things you need to become a millionaire. And if you guys want more help with manifesting, even freelance brand scaling, because that's what I do, any questions you got, go ahead and hit me on Instagram. It's linked in my bio or description. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all. Love you.